Go.
Hello, friends and families. Welcome to our fourth grade room here at Big Picture Elementary School. I wanted to invite you in today by asking you, what will you grow today? Is today going to be a day to grow your confidence? Will it be a day to grow your brain or independence? Let's come on in and find out. So, as you notice, when we enter the room, we have a space to leave our backpacks, and we're setting our students up for a great day by encouraging them to grow their mindset right at the beginning of the day. On the wall, you might notice some of our students' math work. We have been working on factors and multiples, and we're representing them here with some rectangles that have similar areas. Today's schedule is always posted so that every kid in the class knows what is upcoming in their day. And right next to that, we'll find our calendar this month for September, and that changes as we change the month. Right next to that, we have a station where kids will know what their eyes, their hands, their body, and their brain should be doing during every single task. And the lights right next to it are helpful to represent how their voice should be, whether their voice should be all the way off at a 0, at a whisper, at a normal level, or very loud if they're speaking and sharing with the class. Next to that, we have a couple of words that our students will be learning this week. These are this week's vocabulary words. Each day we learn a new word and we write about it in a vocabulary journal that's going to help grow our brains and get us ready for all of those super fun state tests. We have down here next to the whiteboard a special area where kids can leave a note if they have something to share with me. Sometimes it's just like cute artwork. Sometimes it is something really important about the way that they've been treated by a classmate or by a friend. But all of it is very private, and I check it every single day. Next to that, we have what looks like a whole bunch of trash. What's with the trash? This trash is for our elective. Our elective for the beginning of this year with fourth grade is turning trash into treasure. So our students have been working using all of this trash that was donated by people to make beautiful works of art. There's a little teacher center here full of all of my things. And then we come to our library. We are building our library as we speak, so every day we get more and more and more books. We have a nice little selection of some nonfiction books down here, some reference materials. There's also picture books and then chapter books as well. On this wall, we have an area with some of our students' social studies work. This year in fourth grade is all about learning about California. So you might notice on these Venn diagrams, they're comparing the Central Valley where we live to mountains areas in California. We're very blessed to have a lot of cabinet space to keep all of our things because we do a lot of hands-on stuff in fourth grade. This is where we're going to start to track students meeting their state standards on different things. So all of our standards are listed, all of the students' names. And before you start to worry about your kids being blank, we have not actually started doing these exit tickets yet. But as I notice that we've mastered these math standards, I can put little stickers to show our progress. Our decorations theme for this year is succulents, and we're using them to represent our growth. So we have a couple of Fresh Life succulents here underneath our little cute fake window. On the wall, you'll notice all of these little paper students. These were each made by one of the kids in our class. So I would love to challenge parents of fourth graders to see if you can figure out which one of these kids is your kid. And then above these, friends, we come to our respect agreements. These are rules that I did not make up for your kids. These are rules that your kids made up for themselves. So at the beginning of the year, we asked all of the students how they should treat each other, how they should treat a teacher, how a teacher should treat them, and how all of us should treat the space that we're in. So I think that they came up with some really, really, really great ideas for their rules, and those are the rules that they're expected to follow in class, fully composed by how they want to be treating each other. We have our nice little computer cart full of all of the laptops that we get to use. Our laptops just came in, so you might have heard your kids talking about using them for the first time. Right now we're using them for testing. As soon as our testing is over, we're gonna get to start using them for more hands-on exploring in math and ELA and in science. Back here, there's another little teacher zone. This is where our aide, Mr. Cherry, spends most of his day when he's not out helping your kids doing their work. So we're super blessed to have him and to have not just one teacher, but two. In this little spot, we sometimes, occasionally, have a student who needs to just take a little break to recenter. So right now there's someone who's sitting here by choice, but if there's ever a student who needs to take a little moment to calm down before they can maybe express something that's been going on with them, this is a really good spot for them to do that. We'll have them usually fill out a little reflection form telling us how they feel, and then they'll spend a couple minutes here before chatting with the teacher to figure out how we can solve whatever their issue is. This nice long table is just for us to do our art projects on. This is a very, very, very artistic class. They love doing like putting together projects and painting and all kinds of things. So it's really nice to have a space to let all of that sit. Kids do not usually do work here. We've got a cute little example of a project that someone finished just today. And these are cubbies. Each of your kids has their own spot for all of their things that they need. And these cubbies are like a no-touch zone for other kids. So it's really important for them to have a space where they know that they can put something and no one else is gonna mess with it. And lastly, up on the wall, we have all of our science stuff. We have a really, really exciting science curriculum. If you have a student in 4th grade or even in 3rd grade, you might have heard about them building a little machine with a solar panel. That all comes from our science curriculum. So it just gets shipped right to the school and they get to build those really exciting things like that. Thank you so much for coming on a tour of our classroom. Both Mr. Cherry and myself are so grateful to be working with this class this year. They are like amazing kids and we're having so much fun. So thank you again for stopping by, and we hope that your kid and your family is getting off to a really great start to the school year. Thank you.